Another question that I've been getting a lot has to do with why do we do the opening salute the way that we do in so many of the Southern Chinese martial arts. It's a little bit elaborate. There are many different ideas, and certainly this one is not going to be the authoritative view. I'm just sharing with you the way I teach it and what I think the use of our opening salute is. All right, so for a start, let me get to a camera angle where everything can be seen. To start with, there are people that pull the fist to the side, and there are people that pull up to the shoulder. Personally, I've taught it both ways. I don't really think that one method is better than the other, but for purposes of how I use this technique, I rely on the shoulder method. If you can visualize a person is up against you, if you're bringing your hand here, it would be as if a limb was coming toward you. If it reached out to grab you. Now, personally, I don't know why anyone would ever grab me by the wrist unless I was holding a knife. I'm holding a knife in my right hand. There's something wrong with me because I'm not right-handed. But be that as it may, if they're grabbing the wrist, yes, I can see going for an attack on the front knee. I get it. That's not what I teach, but so I teach, if you imagine a person up against you, bringing your arm up, you're grabbing a hold of them, you're bringing them in close, you're holding on to them. Okay? For the second part of the motion, we take this elaborate step that ends up with the foot here. We bring the hands out to here and back. Now, there are variations on this. There are people that keep the thumb in tight. I like to keep the hand out because I'm working on grabbing. I'm trying to get a hold of people, and I find that the thumb being out there, it's opposable for a reason. But traditionalists, you're going to see this more than this. Okay, a lot more. All right, so what is happening, the way that I teach it and what my thoughts are, what is happening with this is that the person is coming close and I'm taking a step. Now, it's nice to think of this as popping their knee backwards. It's a great thought. It's probably a low percentage of time you're going to make that happen. I haven't run around trying to break people's knees backwards, and I don't really have statistics in front of me. I'm not sure any person has ever done a study on this. But there is a backup use to this, and that is when you got them in close and you take this step. If you did it as a kick, you're going to do some damage. Probably much more than if you're trying to do this as a simple step. But you've got that backup. Your foot is here. It can ride the shin bone all the way down to the foot. The bones of the foot are small. They break fairly easily. You can drop something on your foot and break your foot. So imagine a foot stomping down. If you're driving down heel first onto the top of someone's foot, you're going to do some damage. Okay? From here, foot rides down to their foot. When you're stepping forward, that's bringing your weight in, and this movement here, becomes a push. From here, kick, foot comes down, push, and come back. That is one take on the opening salute in the Southern Chinese martial arts. So that's my take on the use of the Southern Chinese stance. That's how I teach it. I teach what you're doing with it. You're grabbing a person, you're kicking their front leg, preferably your front leg. And when you grab them, one important thing is to pull. So from here, you pull, then you sink your weight, you lean forward into that. It's pressing, it's going to put tremendous pressure on that front knee, scraping your foot down the shin bone. That can't be comfortable. Driving your heel into the top of their foot, it has to hurt at the very least. If nothing's broken, it's still going to hurt. And then you shove them down if they're still trying to stand. So that's my take on that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Take care.